Hey guys, welcome back. Today is all about the amazing spaghetti squash. In this episode, we tackle ideas with this unique veggie as we cook up a wholesome, guilt-free, Whole30 friendly meal. But why spaghetti squash? Calories and carbs. 1 cup of cooked spaghetti squash clocks in at a mere 31 calories and about 7 grams of carbs. Now let's compare that to regular pasta. In the comments below, let's hear your guesses. On guard. A cup of cooked pasta noodles are about 200 calories and about 40 to 45 grams of carbs. So let's begin with the star of our show, the spaghetti squash. Tasty and amazing. Cutting through this squash requires a sharp knife and a bit of care and brute force. The shell is a little thicker and tougher than a pumpkin, but it's worth the effort. Just be careful, please. So we're gonna cut this lengthwise to reveal the yellow flesh, which is harder than just cutting it in half the other way. But this gives you more surface area for the seasoning to penetrate the veggie, which helps the cooking time and most importantly gives you longer strands, more like spaghetti noodles. So note, if you don't trust yourself cutting this thick shell, just pop it in the microwave for a few minutes. Once it softens a little, cutting will be so much easier. Once inside, you'll find a ton of seeds. Don't toss them. You can roast them just like you do a pumpkin seed for a healthy snack, or if you want to try to plant these, have at it. I personally haven't had success yet, but that doesn't stop me from trying. So these need to be scooped out to make way for our spaghetti. And why is it called spaghetti squash, you ask? When cooked, the flesh transforms into noodle-like strands. I'll show you how I turn this into a noodle substitute that's not just tasty, but also healthy. As we ease into the fall season, let's be real. We'll have plenty of tempting treats and guilty pleasures. Having a yummy recipe on hand can help balance out all those high-calorie months. So next, grab a baking sheet, drizzle some olive oil all over the flesh inside, and then sprinkle with a generous pinch of salt and pepper. Gently massage the seasonings in. This is where the magic starts. The oil is going to help transport the seasoning internally to ensure every bite has flavor and also helps this guy from drying out. So now flip the squash halves upside down. Make a few fork holes on the top. This is our version of food acupuncture, which will help the steam release. Otherwise, you'll end up with a mushy mess. Also, this helps to ensure even cooking and that perfect al dente texture. Now let's talk oven magic. We have a preheated oven to a cozy 400 degrees. We're gonna pop this squash in and set a timer for 20 minutes. We want our squash to have a bit of a resistance when probed. Use your fork to gently test the squash. It should offer a little resistance, but not be overly tough or really soft. If you're not quite there yet, give an extra couple of minutes or so. Let's talk selecting spaghetti squash. We want to look for ones that are firm, heavy for their size, and free of spots or blemishes. Doesn't go all the way through, has a little bit of give. All right, so now we're just going to let this cool before we want to touch it and try shredding it and making those noodles. It's a moment you've been waiting for. Time to unravel those noodle-like strands. Well, after a bit of cooling, of course. And then you take your super sophisticated tool right here, and then you're just going to drag your fork across. These aren't the twirl around your fork type of noodles, but trust me, they're just as nice. They have that unique look that's so characteristic of a spaghetti, and a tender bite that's oh so satisfying. Keep scraping until you've unraveled all the interior into this amazing noodle-like goodness. Look at this. Of course, you can use this a number of ways beyond pasta dishes, but get creative. You can toss it in stir fries, you can use it as a base for a hearty salad, or even experiment with savory casseroles. Its mild flavor makes it super versatile. Now hold on to your aprons because next week, we're unveiling a companion video that's gonna bring this meal to new heights. What pairs best with spaghetti other than homemade pasta sauce, which you can find right here, and meatballs. They're juicy, full of flavor, and oh so tempting. These meatballs are the perfect companion for our guilt-free squash noodles. From its low-calorie wonder to its versatility, spaghetti squash has earned a place in our kitchen. Thank you for watching and see you next week.